Hey everyone, welcome to the call. My name is Dr. Kurt Fisnick, and today we're going to be talking about NAD and niacin, as well as some of the niacin precursors, things like that. Katie, welcome to the call.
Thanks, Dr. Kurt. How are you today?
I'm doing really good, enjoying the beautiful weather that we're having up here and looking forward to our summer.
Excellent, excellent. Well, this is a really exciting topic, so we just want to keep this video quite short for anyone who's watching, so we won't take up too much of your time, but just sort of bite-sized pieces of information for you to digest. And this is a really fantastic article that we've come across. So, Dr. Kurt, would you like to talk a little bit about this?
You bet. Well, first of all, let me show you the product. Can you see that on the screen, Katie? Is that clear as a fuzzy
Oh,
snowball?
it comes in and out of focus. Oh, there we go. It was in focus, then it was out.
Okay.
But Dr. Kurt's holding the bottle of the Sizzle Age Pill. And it definitely, oh, there we go. Yep, perfect, perfect. Absolutely favorite product in the world. Could not go without this product. Have always got extra bottles on hand. I take extra of this product when I'm feeling flat or low. I take extra of this product when you want to see, an extra boost with your skin or hair. It's just such a fantastic product.
You bet. Well, Katie, before I get talking about it, I'm just going to share my quick testimonial. I've got two really quick testimonials, my own testimonials with the product. I can't make any medical claims, anything like that. I'm a doctor. I'm not your doctor, and we can't really make any medical claims with natural products anyhow. But I'm going to say this. I'll be 62 here in 2 weeks. I'll be 62 years old. I feel fantastic. I actually feel better today at 62 than I did when I was 45 years old, which is pretty amazing. But what I remember is that when I was getting to be about 50 years old, I was always taking out a pen and a piece of paper, and I was writing notes. I was writing notes to myself. Oh, I got to do this tomorrow. I got to do that tomorrow. And I was writing little Post-it notes to myself to remember to do things because my memory was starting to slip. And Katie, I've told you this before. I've gone through life pretty much with a photographic memory. I could read a book. I could have it down just like that. I didn't have to go back and reread it. A lot of times, like when I went to school for engineering, I didn't even buy the book. I just went to the library, read it, and then I went home and I took the test and I passed the test. But my memory was starting to get to where I wasn't remembering things. So I started taking Post-it notes and things like that. I started using the Age Pill, this product right here. And really, honestly, it was like within the first 3 weeks, all of a sudden I noticed that I was remembering things again. I didn't have to write these little notes down for myself. And then it was probably about double that amount of time, probably about 6 weeks, something like that. All of a sudden I found that I didn't need to wear reading glasses anymore. 62 years old, I don't wear reading glasses. I can read the back. I can read the small print on that bottle. I can go to a restaurant with the dim lights in a restaurant and I can read the menu. A lot of my friends, they got to pull out their cheaters and they got to, pull that menu right up close to their eyes to see cheaters. It. I don't have to do that, Katie. I mean, isn't that pretty amazing?
Yeah, that's great. It's fantastic.
You bet. So that's my testimonial with the Age Pill. And again, I can't make any claims. I can't tell you that's what's going to happen to you. All I can say is it happened to me and it worked. But, so when we look at the study, look at the date of the study, March 22nd, 2024. This was just, this was just sent out today. And this comes from the Orthomolecular Medicine News Service. Basically, orthomolecular medicine, they're just saying that when you break vitamins down into the molecular level, and you study it and you use vitamins as medicine, that's what this is all about. And they rely on a lot of Linus Pauling's work. A lot of these guys worked at the Linus Pauling Institute. If you know him, he got 2 Nobel Prizes. He's most well known for his work with vitamin C. But he said that if you have a chronic disease, chances are you're missing minerals in your body. Your chronic disease is missing minerals. So I'm going to just read this abstract here, and it says this paper delves into the critical role of NAD plus and its precursor niacin in health, aging, and disease management. It highlights decline in NAD plus levels with aging associated with age-related diseases and the potential therapeutic benefits of restoring the NAD levels through precursors like niacin. Boosting NAD plus levels have shown significant improvements in cardiovascular health by reducing blood pressure and arterial stiffness. Katie, in the past, I've told people it's kind of like cleaning the arteries out, getting the junk out of your system. And when this product was being developed, Tom Maurer Sr. was talking a lot about the cellular sludge that was found in the bottom of the cells. You know, when you burn sugar, when you burn glucose as energy, it leaves this sludge, like having sludge in the bottom of your oil pan, like that grimy stuff that's in your oven if you never clean your oven. And all of a sudden you have all this stuff that's left inside your cell. So that can trigger all sorts of inflammatory type diseases, degenerative type diseases. Here it says, Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Again, I'm not making a claim. I'm just reading this. And studies suggest that niacin may have a preventative effect on cancer and contribute to the longevity, enhancing the immune function and metabolic homeostasis. Homeostasis is the balance that your body's looking for. And the research underscores the pivotal impact of NAD and niacin on well-being, longevity, and disease prevention, emphasizing the need for further exploration into targeted strategies for maintaining NAD availability through supplementation with its precursors, including niacin. You know, because you can't orally take NAD, Katie. You know that?
Well, that's the thing, Dr. Kurt. I get so many people asking me, hey, Katie, I've got an NAD supplement. You know, is this any good? So what do you say about products that are on the market that have NAD written on the bottle?
Well, you can't take NAD. I mean, it's something that's proven. You can't take NAD. Even with niacin and niacinamide type products like what we have with the H pill, if you take it with food, it's going to break down in the gut because the strong stomach acids break that down, and you're going to lose a lot of the availability. Well, if you have NAD, again, you can't do that. Now, you can get NAD infusions. So I do want to say you can get NAD, but not through an oral means, not through a supplement. So I just wanted to point that out. But NAD, it's a natural thing to have a decline with age. And it's a natural thing to have a decline with cancer. And so consuming different enzymes, like, different things like what we're having here, we can boost those NAD levels. Now, Katie, one of the reasons that I thought this was important to talk about today was because within the last, let's say the last month or so, February is when I started seeing the studies. There were studies that were coming out and saying, oh, niacin is bad for you. Niacin is bad. And it started scaring a few people. A few people started to get a hold of me and they're like, oh, Kurt, we're taking way too much. Like if you look at the back of the bottle on the H pill, it says that a dose of it has 206 milligrams of niacin. Well, I want to point out that 187 milligrams of that is actually niacinamide, which is not niacin. It's a form of niacin, but it's been metabolized. It's a metabolite of niacin, so it doesn't have the same effects. That's why we don't see all the flushing when you take the H pill. If you were taking 200 milligrams of niacin, I mean, you'd be having a lot of flushing. We only have, in each dose, we have under 20 milligrams of actual niacin. 18.75 is the actual milligrams of the niacin. But again, Katie, you can see how some people might go, oh, but that study I read the other day says that, too much, right? I mean, people like that all of a sudden they just freak out. They freak out because, they think 1 milligram is too much. So all of a sudden they quit taking the product.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I think it's important that we want to point out to people, if you read into the study, now a lot of online newspapers and newsletters and things like that, they take that study and they just blow it up because bad news travels faster than good news, and so that's what they want to do, is they want to hype this whole thing up. Well, so most of those newsletters and newspapers that want to hype it up, they don't actually tell you the amount that's bad for you. Like you and I, right before this call, I pulled up a bunch of those newsletters and we were looking through them real close, and we were trying to figure out, well, how much is too much? What are they saying is too much? Because we want to counterclaim that. We want to show that, like this study, it shows that it's actually good for you, right?
Yeah.
So when you actually go to the study and you find the doctors that are actually doing the studies, they're saying 500 milligrams a day is too much, Katie. 500 milligrams.
Yeah, we're a long way off that.
Holy cow. Do you know how much 500 milligrams is? Like I was just saying, if you take a look at 1,000 milligrams, you know, if you look at if you look at if you're looking at if you're looking at taking that kind of dosage, you'd have to be consuming a breakfast bowl. You'd have to be consuming a breakfast bowl full of niacin to get too much.
Yeah.
I mean, if you take, like Katie, you're taking 12 of the age pill.
Yeah, so I fluctuate between sort of 8 to 12. Yeah.
Okay. And that's I actually took 20 of them one time because I wanted to see if I could get that flushing effect, because I wanted to see what it felt like, because I just don't get it. So I just kept boosting my levels up, and I don't get any flushing at all. And I was taking 20 capsules. But so you're taking 4 doses, right? And there's 200 milligrams in each dose. So you're getting 800 milligrams.
But that's of niacinamide. So if you look at just the niacin component, it works out to 75.
Yeah. So I mean, so you're just not even getting close to what they're trying to tell you is way too much. And Katie, so we just want to say that NAD levels, if you took and pulled all the NAD out of your body, how long would you survive?
You'd be dead.
Yeah, you'd be dead in just a few minutes. Because NAD is what your body uses for energy. If you remember from your high school biology, you remember the Krebs cycle. NAD and hydrogen, they go hand in hand. It fuels your body. It fuels the cells. It fuels the mitochondria in your cells. But the other thing that it does is it fuels the way that your body repairs damaged DNA. And you're right now, as you're sitting there listening to me, as you're doing the activities, as people are doing the activities, daily activities, they're actually having damage to their DNA right now as they're just sitting there, just because of stress, just because of toxins in the air, toxins in their water, things like that. And so you constantly got to be repairing that DNA. NAD is the fuel for those sirtuin genes to repair the damaged DNA. So when you look at this study again, I'm kind of going through it really quickly because we want to keep this talk down to a really short talk. So NAD is a critical metabolite that declines with age and is associated with age-related diseases. You can look at these studies here. Just zoom in on this so you can see it. Its depletion contributes to mitochondrial dysfunction, the hallmark of aging. NAD precursors such as niacin, niacinamide, riboside, nicotinamide mononucleotide, that's what Katie was just talking about, NMN, they have a potential of promoting healthy aging and improving neurodegeneration. Neurodegeneration is Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, things like that. So these precursors have been linked to a lifespan extension and redox homeostasis. So it balances out your body's reduction, oxidation. That's what redox stands for. And so boosting NAD levels regulates this and helps with the aging process. And so when you look through this whole thing, it goes through the niacin, it goes through the niacinamide, the nicotinamide mononucleotide. And Katie, I could just go on and on and on, the benefits of all this. We've had people that have had chronic pain. One lady that was on one of our testimonial calls, she had like 2 or 3 back surgeries, and she started taking the age pill, and just in a short time, all of her back pain went away.
Yeah, it's just an incredible product, and I'm just so excited about it. And we're going to sort of get going again with sharing this product, because there is no other product like it on the market. There is no other NAD booster on the market that comes anywhere close to the ingredients that the Sizzle Age Pill has. I mean, we've looked at all of them, haven't we, Kurt? And we've looked at them in detail.
Right on, right on. And so you can see here where it says in the middle of the page there, where it says SIRT1 target gene expression. Like I was saying earlier, the sirtuin genes, that's what the SIRT1 stands for, sirtuin gene. The SIRT1 is one of the 7 sirtuin genes that have been discovered. And what they do is they repair damaged DNA, like I was talking about earlier. And it helps out with cardiovascular health and metabolic functions. There's just so many things, here's a study on myocardial infarction and strokes. Here's another study on cardiovascular disease, atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease. Yeah, there's a study on inflammation. Here's a study on renal insufficiency. For those of you who don't know, excuse my dog. He all of a sudden saw somebody he knew walking by. Renal insufficiency is kidney dysfunction. So, and then it goes to on like I was saying, neurodegenerative disease like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, emotion disorders, schizophrenia, things like that. So, Katie, if somebody wants to have more information, they can email me if they want. My email address is drkurtfisnick@gmail.com. And Katie, what's your email address?
It's katielarking@gmail.com.
You bet. Email either one of us, and we'll get you the information that you can go through. Get back to the person that shared this link with you, and take a look at this. Take a look at the Sizzle product, the Age pill. Anti-glycation extreme is what it stands for. Age is a shortened up version of anti-glycation extreme. But it's just a great, fantastic product. What has it been on the market now? 8 years?
2017. It came out 2017.
That's right. 7 years now. So just a fantastic product, Katie.
Yeah, absolutely love it. Well, thanks, Dr. Kurt. Thanks everyone for listening. I hope that was valuable and have a great day.
All right. Bye-bye.